morning. What's happening, family? Welcome to the show. It is Michelle Bryant here at WNOV, 860 AM, 106.5 FM. You are listening to Say Something Real. And today feels like it's just going to be a smoke-filled day, even though it's raining outside. You're like, well, if it's raining, that would put out the smoke. Nope, not on the inside. We got some problems this morning that we need to figure out, or we need the community to weigh in. If you have logged in on Facebook or YouTube, you see what I have put in as my subject for today. Prenups, a woman's worth, and call Tyrone. I'm telling y'all right now, for those of you who want to hear all the politics, you're going to get a little bit of that, but today just don't feel like that kind of day, because Jermaine made me mad as soon as I walked in the studio this morning. This was not the show that I had planned, but it is the show that I am now going to do. And before I do that, let me say this. Before I say good morning to the bros, let me say this. Some of y'all need to get y'all kids. Man. I was in the store yesterday, and somebody said, Michelle. And I turned around. It was an older sister, grandmother, a little like maybe even great grandmother, because she was older than me. And she was like, "Oh, hi, how you doing? It's nice to meet you." I was like, "Nice to meet you, nice to meet you." So she had a little person with her, 6 years old. And I said to the little person, I said, "Man, what's this thing over my face?" I'm trying to get that red on your. Oh, I'm like, what is going on? So she had a little person with her. And I was like, so I'm going to always acknowledge the kids. So I was like, hey, how you doing? What's your name? So the baby told me his name. And she said, oh, he's a big fan. He listened every day. And I said, you do? He was like, yeah, but. And I was like, but what? He said, you haven't been saying good morning to the kids lately. I said, what? And it was so funny, because you could tell she was caught off guard too. And she was like, boy. And he was looking like, yeah, I want to say this too. It ain't no good morning to the babies. It ain't no y'all have a good day at school. I was like, you know what? You right. You are so right. And tell me your name so I can make sure, because he had told me, but my memory is awful. I said, tell me your name so I can make sure I say good morning. He said, just say good morning to all the kids. What the hell is this dude? 6 years old. I was looking like I'm about to dock this little boy eye. I was like, boy grown. He was straight checking me, and I just couldn't do nothing but laugh. And I said, you know what? I will make sure I correct that. So this morning, first of all, y'all need to get y'all kids. But this morning, for all the babies getting ready for school, getting ready to do your thing, getting ready to go learn something, pay attention to the teacher, not be a knucklehead, understanding that the decisions you're making in your classroom today determine the quality of life, how fabulous you live, what you own, where you go to college. If you go to college, what kind of job you get. All of that happens based on what you're doing in your classrooms every day. So good morning to the babies. I don't care if you're 6 to 16. We love y'all here at WNOV. We want y'all to be good students. Have an amazing day. Listen to your teachers. Stay away from drama. If you see the other kids cutting up, move. Tell them, hey, I'm not on that. And don't be checking Miss Michelle when you see her out in public. So I just want to say, I said I had to come in and clean up my own mess this morning, because Clark said, I said, I don't have no show. Clark said, what we doing? I said, what I said, Clark, clean up on Michelle.
Yeah, clean up after.
Yeah, so the baby checked me. It was so, and the grandma just was beside herself. And then she kind of looked like, I guess he told you.
Well, do something.
Yeah, because I was trying to determine how I wanted to respond to him. Like I was about to pick him up and be like, boy, don't pick him up. Don't pick him up. So yeah, let me just say I appreciate the youngins that listen to the show and support the station. That's how it's done. All right. Before I get into any news, any major anything, let me say good morning to the bros in the studio. What up, Ride Out? How you doing this morning, playa?
Well, you know, Shell.
I don't know.
Let me help you. You know.
All right, Reverend Ride Out. What you got? What you got?
You know, someone asked the question.
Someone asked the question.
Thank you. Today is Question Wednesday.
Is it question? This is a thing. I forgot that this is now a thing. Okay. It's Question Wednesday. Go ahead.
The question that I have for the people.
It better be good.
Oh, I sat up and thought about this.
If it's an S on peoples, it better be good.
Yes, peoples. It's for everybody.
I think people
everybody
without an S does mean everybody. Greenfield. Go ahead.
So my question is, we all know and say that a turtle lives in its shell, right?
Does it fully live in the shell?
Yeah.
Or does it just retreat to its shell?
I mean, it's in the shell constantly.
I mean,
right?
the shell is just a part of the outfit.
Okay, so
it's like saying we live in our skin.
So my question is, if you take the turtle out of his shell, is the turtle naked or homeless? That's the question. If you take the turtle out of his shell, is the turtle naked or homeless?
And see, this is why we have to do cautionary.
Someone asked the question.
That's it.
Because it's kids listening alongside their grandmas that's going,
What are you talking about?
So, and this is why it is important where you go to school.
Oh my.
And what you do in the classroom when the teacher is teaching.
But I'm saying, these are
a
questions.
turtle does not, quote, live in its shell like a house. Rather, the turtle is its shell.
Mm-hmm.
The shell is a living part of their body, constructed of over 50 fused bones, including the spine and the ribs, meaning they cannot take it off, crawl out of it, or survive without it.
Too many Bugs
Thank
Bunny
you,
cartoons.
AI. Thank you, AI.
Too many Bugs Bunny cartoons like
I'm
that.
just saying. So your question again. Somebody said dead. Oh, this is the teacher. The teacher checking in. She said dead. The turtle is just dead. This is a Milwaukee public school teacher who is listening and just shaking her head. Dead boy. The turtle outside of the shell is dead.
I thought it was homeless. I don't know. Because I was always told that a turtle lives in the shell.
So, what did I say?
Yeah, it don't live in
It's
the
a
shell.
part
It's a part of him. Oh, the whales we.
I love that an educator chimed in. Hey, stop him right now. Stop this fool right now. We just said we got kids listening. Now there's some kid gonna go to school messing with the turtle they got in their classroom, something on the shell. What you say?
Somebody said, "How long are you going to allow?"
How long are you going to allow Jermaine to ask questions? I know.
Hey, someone asked the question Wednesday.
You're so right, Terry. Terry, that is, you know what? Somebody else said he's dead. You know, I'm just, man. What I tell y'all, somebody said, yep, that's that bootleg Greenfield education.
I was just wondering, man, these are the questions that I asked myself.
Oh, let me go to the phone line. Hey, caller, what's happening?
Good morning.
Yeah, call in and check up for your man. call in. You better say he dumb. You better say it. If you don't say he dumb right now, don't call back here no more, Angela. If you don't say right now, baby, you slow. Don't call here no more, Angela.
I'm going to continue to call, but yeah, you know, that's something I cannot agree with, sir. I am not on your team today. Not today, dear. Any other day, dear, I'm down with you. But not today. Okay? I love the laugh. Thank you very much for making me laugh this morning. Thank you. But no, I'm not down with you today because I was wondering myself, like,
Not
do he
today.
sleep at night and just think he's up in his mind while he's sleeping? Or, you know, because every Wednesday there is a question that he will continue to have. He's not going to stop having his questions on Wednesdays.
Somebody's
But
going to give
not
me
today.
answer to these questions. I got to
Yeah,
need answers.
right. And some days I do have an answer for you. But not today, dear. Not today. I still love you, though. But not today.
Somebody said, what school did he go to?
Too many bugs, money
You
come
didn't go to
to.
no educated school. You didn't go to no educated school. That question. I don't want people to know that I know you today. Okay?
That's brutal.
Thank you, Angela. Thank you.
Yes, Michelle. Good morning.
Good
How's everybody
morning.
doing this morning?
We're good this morning. How you doing, sis?
Oh, I'm doing great. God is good.
All the time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. He woke me up this morning and got me started.
Yes.
And look, I was up there yesterday, and Devo didn't have no change for his cookies. And so I was going to give my address to come, bring me a little money on the way. He said, I ain't going to be coming out there and having the man jump on me. I said, what?
Whoa, see?
I said, don't start. I said, don't start.
He's not here,
Yeah.
but I know he's listening.
Yeah, he listening.
He's good at ragging.
He
Yeah,
gonna get
Debo's good at
He
ragging.
going to get it. I can't wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand, Angela.
I said, don't start. But then I said, no, I'm going to give you my address so he can jump on you.
That's stupid. Bye, Angela.
Bye, y'all. Have a good day.
All right, now, thank you. Somebody said, ask Angela who you with. That was JC. JC being messy to my ask Angela.
Who she with?
Go ahead and ask Clark.
Who you with?
Not you, fool.
Right, not you, fool.
Let me go to the phone line. Hey, caller, what's happening?
Hey, Michelle, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you this morning?
Oh, no. Who said that? Wild out.
You know I ain't say it. Don't call here acting like you don't know who said it. You know I didn't say it.
You right. Like, listen, they gonna give you turtle soup. Oh, boy. You keep on asking for the questions like that. You better stop it. You know, that don't make sense now. Come on now. Whatever they taught you in that school, you need to call that principal and say, here's the proof. Whatever your group taught me, it was a mistake.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
If he look at you and hold his nose up, don't look at me like that. Because I just told everybody a turtle can live outside his shell
And be homeless.
And be homeless.
and home. Ain't like the fire. Standing by the other dude on the corner talking about we'll work for food.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. But don't call in here playing no more though, like who said that. Don't call in here playing. Me and Clark don't appreciate none of that humor.
I just said I didn't want to offend you.
You did offend me. Somebody who said that.
Right.
Oh, me and Clark is highly offended.
Well, Michelle, listen.
What?
That boy probably would have said, a horse fur, you could walk yourself to the door.
You know what, man? I'm gonna look into that. Man.
Oh no!
See, you're not helping. You're giving him ideas.
See,
You
yep.
said a padded room.
This call.
Don't have no window.
You're not helping, bro. You're giving him ammunition. You're not helping. You're not helping. Thank you for the call.
I apologize. But I'm telling you, the padded room don't got the windows. That person in that corner, you really ain't talking back. That's you talking to him. So you better be careful, bro.
He already told us to be at the house talking to himself.
You know,
See, I'm telling
sometimes
you,
I
you're
say,
not helping him,
I
fam.
say, hey, and myself say, huh?
Yep, see?
Yeah,
So
man.
thank you for the call, bro. We appreciate it. But you didn't make it better. Have a good day,
You
fam.
said, uh-oh.
Man, he
the man
said,
himself did companion.
wait to myself. Who said that? You know dang well who said that.
I'm just saying,
And
man, these are questions.
Turtle soup, a historic delicacy,
Mm-hmm.
traditionally made from sea turtles,
Oh.
snapping turtles, or terrapins.
Wait, so it's made from sea turtles?
Snapping turtles.
So is there
Or
a such
terrapins.
thing as a blind turtle?
Well, if it was SEE, but since it's SEA.
Okay, so you got to make it clear.
No, Greenfield, we don't. SEA. SEE.
Oh, there's a difference
I
with
need
the
you to
letters. Okay.
See, but what you have is mock turtle soup.
That's
for you and Keith Paris.
Oh, fake turtles.
Like fake chicken that he loves so much. It needs to be included in his obituary. Loved mock or love fake chicken. All right, let me move on. Because hey, Clark, I ain't even said nothing to you. But it's been 19 minutes on Jermaine.
I mean, these are questions that I need answers to.
19 minutes on your foolishness. How you doing this morning, Clark?
I'm doing good. Who you with?
Yeah. Can't even get it out.
You know what, Michelle?
What's up, bro?
Don't nobody never say this. How you doing this morning?
You know what? You are so right.
Hold on, man.
You are so right.
How you doing this morning?
I am good. Thank you for asking. I'll go into more detail, but I am good. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you.
Well,
look at that. See,
Clark,
look
that's
at
the
that.
question.
Let me just say, I have not been following sports at all.
here we go.
No.
80?
No, I ain't getting ready to get on my boy yet. But I gotta mention this brother that works. Well, yeah, you do work. That plays for the Miami Heat, who scored 83 points.
Damn, out of bio.
How you score 83 points?
First of all,
how you?
they
What
played
was
Washington
the score
Wizards.
in the game?
It was 150 to something.
It was 150.
150 to something. Yeah.
Oh, they were playing.
No, they weren't.
They was running.
Playing.
Was because what did the other team?
I think it was like 100. It was 150 to 100 and something. They played Washington, but this cat put up 83 points shot.
Woo!
What, like 30 something free throws by himself?
I mean, like, it's scandalous. So Will Chamberlain did 100 points back in '62.
Kobe did 80.
So he beat Kobe by 3.
He beat Kobe by 3.
Kobe had 81.
Yeah.
I mean, 80.
Yeah, 80.
Look, I'm doing Greenfield math now.
Carry the one.
So yeah, Will Chamberlain, before I was born, did 100 points in a Philly Warriors game in which they had 160, but this was a competitive game because it was 169 to 147 against the New York Knicks.
So, I mean, he scored 100 of the
He scored 100 of the 169. And yeah, he just went, he lost his mind in that game.
Yeah, he went crazy.
But this cat doing 83 points, man. I'm like, I just had to say something. And like I said, I honestly have not been paying attention to sports at all. When I say the NFL ruined it for me, on so many levels. They ruined it for me. That whole nonsense with Colin Kaepernick, it just put a bad taste in my mouth. And I have just not been engaged, but there was no way I was not going to say something about that. And since I'm on sports, let me just take a moment. Good morning, everybody. What's up, Dorothy Jean? I see you on there. Somebody still asking what school did he go to?
School of Hard Knocks.
Good morning, Silverman. What's going on? I see y'all. Happiness donuts always. But since we're on sports, the reason why my show got messed up this morning, because every day when I come in, Jermaine will have a number of stories, things that he's seen. He'd be like, Shell, did you see this? Shell, did you see that? Shell, did you see this? Shell, did you check out the video I sent you last night at 1:30 in the morning? When I was on the couch talking to myself, and myself answered back, Shell. So he do this every morning, right? I don't have to read the paper because Jermaine gonna say, hey,
I am the paper.
I got you. So he says to me, and I saw that Dak Prescott, a quarterback with the Dallas Cowboys, had broken off I had heard that their marriage had been called off, him and his fiance. Their marriage had been called off a month before the wedding. But I don't care. So I was like, stuff happened. And I didn't read the headlines. I didn't go into it until Jermaine comes in this morning and he says, so Shell, what you think about this? And I'm gonna let you pose the question, Jermaine. What did you ask me when I walked in this morning?
I asked you if you heard about this whole prenup thing, and
because it is rumored,
that
he called off the wedding.
Yeah, he called it off,
or maybe even she did, but he called it off.
Yeah,
because they couldn't reach an agreement about a prenuptial agreement.
Right
now, just for transparency, she says that's not what it was about, but that they had done a joint bachelor and bachelorette party in the Bahamas. And evidently she came across either some text messages or communication that he had supposedly had with other women. And so she raised questions about his infidelities, although they have 2 children together and got engaged in 2024. So I am saying, stop playing with me. Don't act like if he had indiscretions or were talking to other women, you just found that out a month before the wedding. You playing. But okay, so let's just say for the sake of argument, we're going to go with they broke up behind the prenup. So your question to me this morning was what?
Would you sign the prenup? Would you go through with it? And just for me, if I'm worth $300 million before you, and we saying that we're getting married, I think that it would be right for you to sign a prenup for the simple fact that when you buy a vehicle off the lot, you don't expect to have an accident, but you get insurance just in case, to cover your investment or to cover you. You don't look for the accident. You don't want the accident to happen. However, if it do, you're covered. So for me, if I'm worth $300 million before you, and I say, hey, this is the prenup, this is what I need for you to sign in order for us to move on. To me, you shouldn't have an issue if you don't plan on going anywhere. Now,
and so just so we clear, I pulled up some data. So Dak Prescott has a net worth of 60 to 90 million, but his annual salary with the NFL is about 40 million. So he is definitely one of the highest paid players in the league.
Yeah.
So some of the money that we count on is money that has not been fully earned yet.
Exactly.
Because you're getting paid 40 million a year. So while people keep saying, yeah, people are 400 million, but you don't have 400 million today.
Right.
Today you got 60 to 90 million plus your 40 million salary that you're getting for this year.
Exactly.
So technically we're talking, let's just say high end 90 million, and then you throw in the 40 million. So we talking about $130 million. We're not talking 400 million right away.
Right.
Okay. So the question is, what? Say the question one more time.
Would you sign the prenup?
So I think that it would depend on what the prenup says.
Okay.
And, you know, because I appreciate the work that people put in prior to meeting me.
Right. Right.
You know, I understand that, because I know, you know, if it's me, I'm thinking about that.
Right.
And let me preface my comments by saying this. I appreciate something that I heard somebody say a long time ago. A lot of people come into a marriage already looking for an escape plan.
Yep. Already looking for
which
that.
means you never possibly give it your full 100% because you always know it's an exit door. It's an off ramp. So I preface my comments by understanding that. But it depends on what the conditions of the prenup are. Because if the prenup says that I'm not entitled to what you had before I got here, but from the day we hook up until the day we divorce, then, oh, I got a share in that. And when I said that to you, you said, but I'm the one making the money.
Yeah, Now,
and callers, I'm interested in your spin on it too.
Now, if we, like, say we get married March 21st, anything after that that's created, of course, you are entitled to that.
But look, no. But see, me and you argued over created.
Right now.
Because see, I like how you being all diplomatic right now.
But listen.
Say what you said this morning, Slick Rick. Don't get up on here trying to like
knock him out the box, Rick. Knock him out the box.
Don't be trying to, you know, because I know you got some people listening. You're like, oh, she might hear me, and then the day to be called off tonight because I'm on the radio running my mouth with Michelle.
No.
Say what you said this morning, player.
Man,
don't get scared now.
Hey,
say what you said.
I walk on water and tiptoe on hot chocolate.
Say what you said.
Listen, what I'm saying is you ain't getting nothing.
See?
You ain't getting.
See?
You ain't.
That's what you said.
You ain't getting nothing if we didn't do it together.
But the minute we got married, it became together.
Wait, now just because
you use the term created,
yeah,
so to imply I'm not out here earning the bread, I'm not making the money that you making.
No,
I don't have nothing on it financially. No, that's what you're implying, bro.
But that's not what I'm saying.
That's exactly.
But what I'm saying is, Shell. What I'm saying is, if I'm worth 300 million.
Don't shell me. This is a Michelle conversation.
Okay, Michelle.
In fact, this is a Miss Bryant conversation.
Respectfully, Michelle. Respectfully.
Right, this business right now. Right?
Well, Miss Bryant.
Don't try to sweeten me up with the shell. This is business.
Listen.
So you literally believe that you and I get married,
right?
Okay, so you had 100 million before we got married,
right?
We get married. We stay married for 7 years. Over the course of that 7 years, I'm a stay-at-home wife.
Right.
You earn an additional 200 million over the course of those 7 years. So you worth 300 million. We got 300 million right now.
Yeah.
So when it's time,
200 million.
So when it's time to get divorced, I'm gonna tell the judge or my lawyer, I ain't interested in that first 100 million.
Right.
If he still got it, I'm not interested in it.
Right.
But everything that was earned over the course of them 7 years,
right.
Oh, I got some. I'm getting some of that.
And now I agree to that. My thing is,
you didn't agree to that this morning.
I did. I said anything that's made after we hook up, you are entitled to, because again, we did it together. But anything that's made before you, and people come into marriages because they see the money you got before.
But that's why you need to be picking somebody that's not after your money.
But you won't know until
if you do.
Because listen, I've been bamboozled. I've had wool pulled over my eyes. So it's
Can we bring the couch out? Can we roll out the couch from the back?
I've had wool pulled over my eyes.
Can we get some Kleenex, Tito? Tito, get some
Oh, he'll be in
Kleenex.
today. The check-in will be in today. I think I'm gonna go just lay in front of Quay now. Like,
Where's Kwaku? Where's Kwaku? And Alicia, we need them. Where they at? Y'all need
telling me to check in.
So are we saying we are in consensus that whatever you brought into the marriage, you get to keep?
Right.
But anything that was acquired during the marriage, we okay with a 50-50 split on that?
Well, yeah, because we did it together. Now again,
Ooh, Jermaine,
no,
I need
seriously.
to play back the recording. You was on here playing for these people. You scared because you was talking real reckless. Come on, Clark.
Hey, Clark.
What did he say this morning, Clark? He said you ain't getting nothing. Nothing. Didn't he say that, Clark?
He did.
This boy told me I was so hot with Jermaine. I changed my whole show this morning because he looked at me and pointed and said, "You ain't getting nothing."
I changed my mind.
Because you know you're girlish. That's all that is.
I changed my mind. No, seriously. Whatever I got before you is mine.
Yeah, well, you made that clear.
Okay, so
I
my
agree.
issue is these people that come into these money
and
situations.
But this other thing too. Even though you had 100 million before we got together, how much of your original 100 million did you spend up while we've been together?
Don't matter.
Because that original 100 million might not even be there no more. So now the money we have is the money that's actually been earned in the last 7 years. You might be done spent that first 100 million. So now you cutting into my stack.
Well, okay, so the 100 million I made before you,
right? Because that don't mean you still got that original 100 million.
So how I made that 100 million is how I'm gonna make the rest of this.
But that ain't the point though.
Yeah, well,
no, because you're saying I should be able to keep what I had when I came in.
Right.
But over the course of 7 years, you have not most likely kept that original 100 million.
Yeah, but you ain't out on the football.
You done
field
brought
either.
up. See now it's coming out.
You ain't out on the
Now
football
come
field
on,
either.
come on,
But we
come
gotta
on,
take a break,
Sheep.
Sam. We gotta take a
Yeah,
break.
we gonna take a break. Come on, Sheep. Come on, Sheep.
I'm just saying.
You know, wait, Wolf. That's what I meant to say. Come on.
Well, I had wool.
We're gonna take a break. So, during Women's History Month, we have to talk about a woman's worth.
A woman's worth.
Brothers who are is the phones lit up too?
Yeah, lit up. So
brothers who are married. Now we're gonna go to break. But we have to talk about a woman's worth.
A woman's worth.
We'll be right back.
A woman's worth.
All right, family, welcome back to the show. So let me just do some quick updates. So I went back to look a little bit deeper at Dak Prescott's NFL contract. So 240 million is what he signed for back in 2024. The deal included $80 million signing bonus up front. That may be that 60 to 90 million that they said he got on hand. 231 million in guaranteed money. Average annual salary is closer to 60 million, which is the highest in NFL history. So this is what we are talking about this morning. But that idea about prenuptial agreements, what a woman is worth. This has been a long, age-old conversation since people started separating and trying to divide assets. What did you actually earn? What did you really do for the marriage? What did you bring in? What is your value? So we had some people that held through the break. Let's get them in on the conversation. Hey, caller, what's happening?
Hey, Michelle.
Good morning.
Turn my radio down.
Okay.
So, as far as the prenup, like, I would thoroughly read it to make sure what's in there is all what I agree with. But other than that, no, I don't think I would. It depends on what's in the prenup before I sign it, because I'm reading everything.
So
Everything. I ain't missing now.
So do you think you are entitled to half for the amount of the time that you were married? So whatever money was made during that time?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Regardless if I stay at home now, because I'm taking care of your kids. I'm taking care of you. I'm cleaning your drawers. I'm cooking your food. I might be bathing you. So, yes, ma'am. Of course, I'm entitled. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And right out, I got it coming, partner.
Ezra, I got 3 cents waiting for you. You can go pick it up at U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank is waiting for you. It's 3 shiny pennies. Three shiny pennies. Ezra is waiting for you. 3 shiny pennies.
Thank you, Angela. Let me get this other call. Look. What Ezra said, might be bathing you, Clark with.
Right, you know?
I heard you, Clark.
Bishop said, right out, I'm coming. Well, I got 3 shiny pennies for you.
Clark,
waiting for you.
Clark didn't know what to do with the bathing you. he said like he was clutching his pearls over there.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Clark didn't know what to do. Clark said, "Is people getting bathed?" What's going on? Clark didn't know what to do.
Oh my jolly.
Okay, here goes sister checking in. She said, I got assets, investments, etc. I need a prenup.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
I love her.
Let me go to the phone line.
Thank you, sister.
Hey, caller, what's happening?
Hey, Michelle, you beautiful black soul.
Ain't she? Hold on, man. She get a hand clap.
Jermaine trying to butter me up. Go ahead, bro.
I can't believe it's butter.
What's going on, fam?
How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Y'all
I'm good.
On the subject that I got. No. Remember how women always say, "What you bring to the table." Yeah. I am the table. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I don't want nobody interrupting. I want to get it smooth across. I got it all.
Wait, you got us on speaker, bro?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I hear an echo in the background. I want to make sure we hear all of this. We're going to hear all of this. Go ahead.
All right, let me get off. Okay, there I go.
There you go.
All right. Now, if I come with if I got everything that I had worked hard for, did what I did, survived, lost things, lost time, and built my own life. If I come and I say I got this now, I'm saying I want a prenup. Why are you upset? Because I'm asking before we get married, I'm protecting myself. Right. But now, when you ask a woman what is they worth, it's unbelievable because they know they lie to themselves and they lie to us. Because if you ask majority of women rate themselves below or above a 7, Most of them say they are 10. Come on, we know it. So let's wait. Come on, let's keep it serious though.
What you
Majority of them would say they serious. If you ask a man would say he believes he's a 6 or a 7. He would never say he is 10. That's the difference.
But what is that? What is that? What is that? Wait, no, because I
Okay.
need to understand this. What are we
You
grading?
understand, and you understand.
No, I
and you
don't.
just want to put
What are we grading? Are we grading like total overall?
We go by what the women say. They say they're 10. They do this. They're that lady that just got off the thing. Hold on. She just got off the phone saying, if I'm taking care of your babies, washing your drawers, doing this and this, I'm doing that already now, and I pay $40 to get that done for the whole month.
Thank you.
So hold on.
You do not pay $40 to get that done for the whole
month. I don't want to
month.
yell, Michelle.
You know what? If you stop lying, if you stop talking, but you pay $40 to get all of that done.
Come on, how much does it cost for breakfast? How much does it cost to get my clothes washed? I got my own washing machine and dryer and stuff, and I buy all the stuff. Okay, let's get off of that superficial stuff. Let's get to the point. What I'm saying is, a woman say that, what is your value? Now, after if I'm worth $200 million, you marry me. Now, you saying I did this for 7 years. Okay, I want to know the time you punch in when I'm working. I want to know when I get called, you go with me and do whatever. You taking care of marriage responsibilities. Yeah. That's nothing that gets paid for. That's the love that I'm supposed to respect and take care of my family, my home. Yeah. So now, wait, don't go on that. I want to go to a point about a woman believes that she's sitting at home, washing some clothes, doing the basic homestead thing. Now I go out there, I lost $60,000. Now I grew the group maybe in 4 months and I get $4 million. Now she want to divorce me.
Right.
Now here's what I'm saying. I ain't got no evidence of what work you put in and what is valued at. A woman will say, well, I wash your dirty drawers. I cook the breakfast. I do that every day by myself, or I can have somebody do that.
Right.
But I'm just saying, now why do a woman believe that she's worth $200 million because she married to me?
Right.
She ain't did nothing to surprise it or help me keep or maintain it. But now, we got all this in the prenup.
So you able to go to
work before we married? You ain't bringing nothing to me.
Okay.
You ain't got nothing but what you have, and I ain't got nothing but what I have.
Okay.
I don't get nothing from you.
Okay.
And you shouldn't get nothing from me.
Man, let him cook.
All right.
He cooking.
All right.
He cooking.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate the call.
Let him cook.
I'm just saying, why does a woman believe
we get ready to talk about it. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. You know what? So let me be clear. For those of you that do not know, there have actually been studies that have been done to estimate the value of that stay-at-home partner. Okay, because in some cases it might even be a man. It may not just be a woman. The way we see households today, it makes more sense for one to stay home than the other. And the estimates, some 100,000 to 200,000. Back in 1979, they put that estimate at about $40,000 because they were looking at a number of things. So, like, let me be clear. If you lost your wife right now in a car accident and you didn't cause that accident and you're suing the other driver, you could sue the other driver for loss of affection, for all of the stuff associated with no longer having your partner. There's a value on that. And if you have a good lawyer and you can make the case, you can be awarded compensatory damages for the loss of your wife. But if she ain't going to work every day and is not doing anything, why would you be able to sue in a court of law for the loss of her death? Because she does bring value. When we go and we sue people about harming a loved one, and people get awarded $6.5 million because you wrongfully took somebody's life. People are putting value estimations on A, the life, on B, what that person did in that household and that family, and whether or not somebody believes that the things that you do are really not that big a deal financially. Let me help you out, because I go eat breakfast most mornings when I leave. And if I don't do fast food, McDonald's, and I go sit down at breakfast, I'm spending now almost $20 to go eat every morning. And so if you got, and that's just because stuff is so high and because of what I eat. But if you have somebody that's doing that labor to fix that food, going grocery shopping, even if I'm just working with the housekeeper or the staff to order it and do everything, all of that's time. When you talk about holding that house down so you can go out on that football field and not worry about your children getting back and forth to daycare and to school and somebody helping them with their homework. Because if you pay for tutors to come in, if you pay for somebody to Uber and pick your child up every day, if you pay for daycare all day for that child, do you know how much daycare costs? And you're getting someone in the house who's doing that. Like everything that we're talking about actually has a financial number attached to it. So people assume that because I'm not necessarily bringing in money, that I don't add something to this household. You are saving money on things you otherwise would have to pay for.
Wait a minute, but that's not fair because these are both of our kids. So you gonna take care of this kid.
Okay, so then talk about splitting it down the middle. But I'm saying don't act like what a woman or a partner does who stays at home does not have a monetary value to it, because it does.
But Shell, okay, so if you're washing clothes, cooking, and you're doing this because you're at the house and because you have to eat, you need clean clothes. So when you turn on the washing machine to put your clothes in, the clothes.
It does not matter. It does not matter because I would only be washing mine. I wouldn't be washing yours. No, it's not. Because if you had to pay somebody to do all of the things that I'm not just doing for myself, but I'm doing for you. Because think about it, Jermaine, my workload increases when I got to do your laundry, fold up your stuff, and put your stuff away. If I only got to put up mine, I'm done in 30 minutes. So if I got to do yours, now I got to work another 30 minutes or 45 minutes or an hour. Stop acting like this has no monetary value because it does.
But Shell, if I cook a meal, right, and I cook enough for me to have 4 or 5 servings, 6 servings to myself, obviously, if you're there, I'm gonna share with
Jermaine.
you.
I don't have to if I'm cooking for me,
right?
Anytime I add you into the equation, I'm either doubling what I have to do in terms of labor, chopping, cutting, measuring, mixing, because I have to make more. And if I didn't have to make more, if I made the same amount, I would eat longer if I didn't have to share with you. So this meal that I made enough of that could carry me for 4 days, now it's only going to carry me for 2 days because you eating up half my food.
Okay, you got a point on that.
So the idea that in 2026, we still have people trying to argue like the things that a stay-at-home partner does is not monetarily valuable, it's asinine. Let me just, when I was in college, and I had to pay daycare for my son. And my son was an infant. My daycare bill was $500 a week.
Yeah, a week. Yeah.
A week.
Yeah.
Because I went to school and worked. Yeah. So I was at work for 8 hours, and then I was at school for another 6 hours. So my kid was in daycare for 14 hours a day, minimum. And I was, I had somebody that watched him overnight. And then I had somebody, he went to a formal center during the day. But that mess was $500 a week. So if you're able to go play football and do your thing, and you got somebody at home providing you the equivalent of $3,000 a month worth of childcare for both of y'all kids, and some of them take on kids that's not theirs because y'all got these outside kids you bring in. That's money you're not spending. So even if we split it in half, I'm still saving you half a childcare bill. I'm saving you half a daycare, somebody to interact and do. Y'all go shopping. All of these things are things that cost money if you had to pay somebody to do them for you. And it's out of love when we got to think about, are we together? But the business end of this, you want me to be about business when it comes to what you earned and brought to the marriage. But, people don't want to be about business when it comes to valuing what I do in this relationship. And women have dealt with this forever. I've watched divorce settlements in which women have been with these people, 20 and 30 years. And you literally would have judges back in the day who would look in these women's faces and say, but you didn't earn no money. Like, who you think cleaned that house? We have a housekeeping service that comes in like every 6 weeks. To me, it's a ripoff, but we got one. But I know how, because for what they get paid, they still not for real cleaning the house for real. When you talking about getting down on your knees or scrubbing them floors, and I'm talking about what women used to do back in the day, not people have the ability to hire folks come in now. But do you know how much a housekeeping service charges for one day? Yeah. Every 6 weeks for one day. You got people in the house who did that. I'm looking at men like, so you think that the laundry just get done by itself? That the beds just get made in the morning by themselves? That the dishes after breakfast just get cleaned by themselves? Women generally are exhausted by the time you come home through the door and you ready to talk and cuddle and have a conversation. And they like, I done did the kids, got them to school, got breakfast, got lunches, cleaned up while they was gone, took care of this house. And then they come back home. I done dealt with homework. I done dealt with pickup, soccer, blah, blah, blah. And then got to get dinner on the table. And then you come through the door too much. You want to sit down and chit chat. I'm tired. But I got to look fresh and ready for you. But I've been working all day. I wasn't at the house chilling. But because you left the house, you assumed that I had it easier at the house. But many men, when they have to stay home and do what my day requires, you realize, bro, it wasn't nothing easy about my day. You left the house to work. I stayed home to work. So I just can't believe that in 2026, there are people who legitimately don't understand what that partner does for you. When your behind is sick and somebody being Florence Nightingale and standing there and standing over you and running up and down the stairs, tiling all this, that, and the other, and making sure everything runs in while you down. When you going through your cancer treatments, do you know what a personal caregiver costs? Do you know what it costs to be in a nursing home? We know. When Keisha Mama was in the nursing home, $11,700 every month. That's what it cost her out of pocket and her family for her mother to be in a nursing home. So when you got folks that's standing by your side while you going through all of these things, if we had to pay somebody gets paid right now while I am at this radio station because of Keisha's dad's Parkinson's, it's a caregiver in the house with him. That bill got to be paid every month, every week, and it's only for 4 hours until I get back to the house. Do you understand what I'm saying? The stuff that we take for granted that women and and partners do in our households, that we brush it off like, you ain't earned no money. Yeah, but the money I saved that you didn't have to pay out, $320 a week getting dropped for 4 hours. And if you go through a service, you paying double that. So I'm trying to tell y'all in today that I need people to be much more thoughtful about the way we think about these relationships and marriages and what people bring to the relationship. And frequently it's the woman that is shorted. That's why we still make less on the dollar compared to our male counterpart doing the exact same job. And if you're a woman of color, you're devalued even more. And I'm coming to the phone line, but that brings me back to the point when I brought up Shonda Rhimes yesterday that I didn't finish that point. My point in bringing up Shonda Rhimes is that here is this Black woman making $2 billion for Disney. And she calls an executive and says, hey, one of the passes that's included in my compensation package is declining. It's not working. And this executive says to her, well, don't you have enough? And I kept wondering, had that executive been talking to a white male generating the same money that Chandra Rhimes is generating, $2 billion a year for your company, would you have said to that white male, don't you have enough? You would have said, let me get on that right away. It should be taken care of in a couple of minutes. That's what you would have said. But because it was a woman and a woman of color, even though this chick is making y'all $2 billion a year, you felt like you could say, don't you have enough? But it was something that was owed to me. It was negotiated. It's in my compensation package. I don't care if that pass on cost for $2,000. It's mine. And how dare you question making this right? I brought it up yesterday because I fully believe had a man brought it up, and a white man in particular, the executive would have said, oh, Jim, let me get right on that. Sorry about the mix-up, guy. Let's get that fixed. Because we don't value women. Not monetarily, not financially. We don't value what they do. Let me go to the phone line. Hey, caller, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, well, first I want to give shout out to Dak Prescott. Richard Pryor told this joke a long time ago about how some woman got, his first wife got some amount of hundreds of thousands of dollars, and this is in the early 80s, and she hadn't told man a joke. Now, I get that as a couple, you know, you might have an active parent like the dude who was married to the Kardashians. I don't believe anything that you do with your offspring is worth you getting other people's money when you're ready to split and leave. And in specific, because when you're around a certain amount of money, you have opportunity that you wouldn't have otherwise had that I think the courts never considered. You met people, you had connections that you never had. And if you don't utilize them to get your own money, I think that's problematic as well. But I will put Jermaine in this scenario because he has the type of talent where he could go multi-platinum. Now, there was this rumor about Tom Brady giving money to his mother, which I think is a great idea for people who earn that kind of money, because there are other women who watch you grow up, your favorite aunt, your mom, your grandma, who that money would be more wisely spent on, who might put your cousin through nursing school or through law school, as opposed to grifters who sometimes play a long game, as we know. In this time where you have people like Young Miami talking about she deserves somebody who makes $100 million and she's not talented at rap or whatever talent she's supposed to have. So, you know, I don't think male or female that when you're ready to leave, you know, because it's a big decision if you really love somebody, whether his money is involved or not, to leave when you're married. If you truly honoring those vows in your heart. And so when you add to that, you live in this lavish lifestyle, that person should probably have really offended you to the point where you wouldn't want their money, you know, or half of their money. And I don't think if, you know, a guy who like Dak Prescott, who was playing football and getting hit when he was 9, nobody deserves $100 million of his dollars. And, you know, I think he's the kind of guy who will take care of his kids so that she would live a great lifestyle if she should ever divorce him. But, you know, he's standing on what he's standing on, and I respect him for it.
All right. Thank you, bro, for that position.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just say this. So the brother brought up Young Miami. This sister was talking in an interview, and she talked about that what she wanted in her spouse. She said she wanted a God-fearing man with at least $100 million. And she's a rapper and a media personality, and this is what she wants in her partner. And I'm going to just say this. What's wrong with her saying that? Because everybody checks boxes. I want somebody that, you know, is faith oriented, God fearing. I want somebody that look a certain way. I want somebody that makes a certain amount of money so I can be comfortable and live a lifestyle that I want to live. And I'm not saying I'm not bringing nothing to the table, but you either need to be evenly yoked financially, or you need to be doing better than me. But what? Because men get to say what they want all day long. Men get to tell you she need to look like this. She need to be this level of education. She need to come from this kind of background. She need to have this many kids or no kids. Men get to lay out whatever it is thanks for the call, bro. But men get to lay out whatever they want. So why can't a woman say that's what I want? What's wrong with that?
Well, Shell, if a man said, man, I want a woman with money, it would then look like, oh, you trying to talk to her for her money.
No, it would look like I know what kind of lifestyle I want to lead. And I need a person with money to complement what I'm doing.
Listen, I'm in agreement with you. However, there are people that will say, well, you after that woman for her money because you want a woman that's making $100 million or $200 million.
Well, I mean, you could say that if the guy ain't bringing nothing to the table at all. If the person's not bringing anything to the table at all. But again, relying on my initial, position, people bring stuff to the table. Whether we value it and what kind of value we put on it is a different conversation. But I don't begrudge anybody from saying, I want a person that make this amount of money because I want to travel the world. I want to do X, Y, and Z. I can't do that with you making $40,000 a year. No disrespect to the people making 40,000.
I mean, but if you love him, if he's making 40,000 and you making 100 million, then put him on game so he can make close to what you want him to make. Or no. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying because then.
So go ahead and sing Tina Turner. Go ahead and sing it.
What love's got to do?
Not a dang thing.
That's it. Okay.
Go ahead.
My point.
Because if you loved her,
my point.
That's your point.
It is.
Because if you loved her, you would want, like most people that go into a marriage, this is who they are building their life with.
Right.
And whatever they have, it is now half hers. And if I die, it becomes all hers if we don't, get divorced. But on one hand, if you love them, you gonna do X, Y, and Z, but people still want to have a business part in the background. Love ain't got nothing to do with what I earned before I met you.
So what you marrying me for?
So which one is it?
So what you marrying me for?
People get married for all kinds of reasons.
Okay, so then
people get married for love.
But that's where the
people
problem
get
started.
Married for convenience. People get married
just
for
out of conversation
lifestyle.
Say, this is my husband. This is my wife because all of your friends is married, and you want to fall into that. Oh, my husband or my wife. So people get married because they are intrigued by the language that married people use. Oh, this is my husband. Oh, this is my wife, and not knowing that it's a lot more to that. To you being tied to a person.
People get married for all kinds of reasons. I am not mad at the person who says I'm getting married for financial comfort. I'm not mad at them for that.
I almost said something.
I know you did, but you might as well just tell the truth and shame the devil. There are people that have all kinds of aspirations. They want to do certain things and they want to be able to have a partner that can help them do those things.
So
I'm not mad at that.
So that kind of sounds like
you just not for me. But it's somebody that's willing to play that role and be for her.
But that's just like some of these guys would hook up with some of these lonely women around tax time because they got a financial state and they want to get some type of money because they want to buy whatever they want to buy, and they know that this woman has it at this particular time because she just got her taxes back. So you get into a relationship until April or May.
But you're not in a relationship. You there to take her money and leave.
She don't know that.
This woman is saying, I want to get married, but I want to get married to somebody that financially can do the things that I want to do.
But
that's not the same thing.
It kind of is.
It's not because I'm not planning to leave as soon as I get your money.
Who knows that?
She already said, I'm marrying you. The cat that's cozying up to you for your income tax check is not marrying you.
Yeah, but we don't know.
And
that.
you do know that.
I mean, I know that.
We all know that. He in and he out. That's why we can talk about it. That's why we got anecdotal stories, because we know people, y'all break up in the summertime so you can kick it and do what you want to. You hook back up in the fall so you can have somewhere to nest up during the cold. You break up by Christmas so you don't have to buy no gift. You get together after the new year, and then you good until February. Then you break up again so you don't have to buy no Valentine's Day. We know the cycles, bro.
Up to break up. That's all.
Get sick of y'all with this nonsense.
We gotta go to break.
Yeah,
AJ
go
got
to
called.
break. Callers, we'll be right back. That
First
messed
you
up my
love me.
whole day. You messed up
You
my whole
hate
day,
me.
Jermaine.
That's a
We'll be right
game
back.
for
Yeah, this little conversation tapping on all kind of nerves this morning. People all over Facebook and YouTube. Somebody said, I have not heard 2 words, love and devotion. I'm like, well, I just gave you love and I gave you Tina Turner because people are talking about, Keith says this often when he's talking about marriage that that I have my voice thing. Yeah, that there's a business side to marriage.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm gonna tell you, I was listening to comedian he tours with I almost said his name. He tours with Ali Sadiq. Tall, dark-skinned brother. I can't think of his name. But he said he understands that he is in a relationship with multiple people in talking about his marriage. He said, I have my wife, that's my lover. I have my wife, that's my business partner. I have my wife that, is ex. He got like all these different pockets. And he said he has to have moments when he says, I know what I'm about to say to my business partner, wife, is getting ready to offend my girl, my lover wife, because I'm about to tell her you messing up this money. You spending too much. So he said he'll say to his wife, baby, I need my business partner to show up right now, not my girl, not my boo thing. I need my business partner to show up. Let's look at this checkbook and see what's happening and talk to her in a way that is about the business. And so that's the thing, trying to get people to understand when folks say the love and the devotion part, there is another aspect to this thing, because like when I was talking about the young sister who said, I want a man making X amount of money. Okay. For some people, that amount of money seems unrealistic. There are other people like that money is a real number, and it's people that really got it. And she said, them circles I want to move in. But appreciating that you got to be willing to concede that people get to decide for themselves what they want and what kind of life. Somebody put in the chat, somebody got upset because this woman said she wanted a taller man. The short bros was offended, I guess. I don't know. But I date taller men. I don't date shorter brothers. I don't. Because then I look short and I don't want to look short. So I know it's all superficial. It's all superficial. And I should say this, a taller man make me look smaller. Not short, but smaller. Because until I lose weight, it actually be smaller. Tall brothers, big brothers make me look small. It's a win-win for me. So I'm sorry. My son's daddy 6'4". I do 6'1" and up. I'm sorry, bros. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, you get to choose. You get to choose. And people act like women can't choose. Bruh shoes.
Sure, brother.
Bruh shoes. I'm sure both of y'all, if I ask you, give me some qualifications, you can run down some things.
I got a couple, man. I got the whole lot.
So women, again, we back to being property. We don't get to choose. Let me go to the phone line. Hey, caller, what's happening?
Hey, Michelle. That man that called in after me.
Yeah.
You read him right. So I was like, everything you told him, I was going to say, but check this out, though. Now, what if it's a famous female singer that marries a random man who ain't doing nothing, ain't even washing her panties, but then when they get divorced, she get half her money?
Yeah,
it can go either way.
It works both ways.
It goes either way.
It works both ways.
See, so, but now if a woman, y'all want her to sign a prenup, that's out the window.
All right, thanks, Angela. Let me get these other callers. Appreciate you. Got another caller. Hey, caller, what's happening?
It's a two-way street.
Out the window, baby.
It's a two-way street, man, not a bike lane.
Let me go to the phone. Hey, caller, what's happening?
Hey, good morning to you.
Well, good morning, sir. How are you this morning?
Bless you as well.
Good.
I had to call in on this conversation.
Okay.
I hear you talking about a woman coming to the table, and she wants half whatever the guys got, right?
Right.
Let me explain something to you. Women have placed a monetary value on themselves that is, irate. Now, you talked about $40,000 in 1979. That's what the woman's value, according to the judge, would be worth. Well, today that would be probably about $179,000 if you look at the cost of inflation. So these are numbers that are really crazy. Women believe that their value is more than it really is. Because listen. Women, hold on, check this out. Women are the most selfish, self-centered people on the planet. Okay, I can't live without one, but I understand because of the simple fact, a woman believes that she can come into a relationship, sit back and chill, and walk away with everything. She, even as a little girl, she's taught what she has between her thighs is priceless, and it is. And it is morally. Morally, that lady's reproductive system is priceless morally. However, theoretically, it's worth nothing, absolutely nothing.
That's not true.
You can't go pay me energy for it.
That's not true. But if I get in a car accident, you can sue for it. You can sue for the loss of it. Don't tell me it's worth nothing because we have precedent that it is.
I said, listen to this here.
And the same way, you know, his male parts don't pay we energies either, unless you're doing something with them to get it paid.
That's correct. I agree with you. Theoretically, it's worth nothing. You can't go up there and say, reach your hand over and get your hand full with Harry mess. What's
your point?
My point is that women have put a monetary value on themselves as little as they've been taught this. And guess what? When they come to most relationships, they're not coming with dedication. They're coming with commitment. And that's why we got so many divorces now and breakaway relationships, because everybody coming with a commitment. They're not coming with dedication. See, if you ever heard somebody come on the radio and say, I want to commit this
let me back up for a second. Because when you say women have put value on themselves, do you know what a dowry is?
Sure.
And how was a dowry established? By who?
A dowry.
Men created the dowry system. Men put value on women. Men decided what you needed to pay or give to secure this woman for marriage. Don't act like women created putting a dollar amount on women. That was created by men. Since we talking.
Can I tell you why?
I don't know. I'm not interested in the why. I'm interested in making sure that we're correct about the facts when we say that this is something that just women created. And I don't agree with that. But there was a actual dowry system in place where men put a value on what their daughters were worth when they got married.
There you go. Listen, check this here out. All what you just said is correct. I'm not going to argue with that. It's correct. But at the same time, those were done for selfish motives and to protect the dad's assets. You understand? Here you go, you a daughter, and then you die, and then the man that she got inherits that loot and run away with the daddy's inheritance. And it probably was illegal. We wouldn't call it illegal gotten game, but
that's not what it was for. Dowries were initially set up for a woman's inheritance, because when a man, because back in the day, the money didn't. Back in the day, money didn't automatically transfer to your wife. It could go to an elder male in your family. It didn't go to her side. It went to your side.
In most cases, it's to protect the assets that were built during probably before. Here's a farm that's been in the family for 100 years. Okay, now all of a sudden I marry a woman and she comes in and she gets the farm.
But that's not the way it worked back then. That farm stayed in that man's family. It didn't go to the woman or go to her family. That's not how that went.
No, go back and check and see.
I'm looking at it right now.
How long has women been claiming half of their estate when something happened?
All of that's relatively recent. All of that is relatively recent.
No, because you just went back to
women couldn't even open hey, bro. Women couldn't even get a credit card in their own name without their husband's permission. So do not talk to me about this goes back a long time that women were able to claim half of the estate, because that's not true.
So when two people come together on a high school playground and they both broke, and then all of a sudden they grow together and they never accumulate anything, what happens when they break apart? Do she get the TV and he get the
whatever we got? Whatever we got. If we got 2 boxes of Cheerios, you get one, I get the other. Whatever we got. Thank you for the call. I appreciate it. Go on to the next caller, man. Thank you, bro. Because we ain't getting ready to do nothing but go round and round and round. Let me go to the next caller. Do I got to go break? I can take the caller. All right, I'm going to take the caller real quick. Hey, caller, what's happening?
Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning.
Jermaine. Hey, I want to ask you a question. A lot of women got real upset. Mary J. Blige, Britney Spears, Jennifer Hudson, when those men wanted to share in their wealth. Do you agree with that?
So I'm really not familiar with those stories. But if none of these were husbands, then
they were husbands.
Well, if they were husbands and they were with them when they made the money, whatever you made during that marriage, then these people got a right to lay claim to. Whatever you had before we got married, that's your money. I don't have anything to do with that.
2 or 3 years, does anybody deserve half of somebody's accumulated?
I deserve half of whatever you accumulated in them 2 to 3 years. So if you made most of your money in them 2 to 3 years, run me my paper. I deserve half of whatever you made. I'm not asking for nothing but what you made while we was married. We was married for 2 to 3 years. You made $100 million in 2 to 3 years. Run me my paper. That's what I'm saying.
And Michelle, let me say this right quick.
Yes,
remember, there was a guy, I guess he passed away not too long ago. They used to show clips of him like on the internet. His name was Kevin Samuels.
Yeah. Okay.
And he, a lot of women would call his show talking about they want a high value man, but they didn't have anything equal to that. He kind of set them in reality. A lot of women was upset with him because some of the questions he would ask about their finances and their weight and all that. And I think that has a lot to I don't know if that's kind of related to that, but they always want a high value man, but they don't bring anything to the table of like equal to that.
Look, okay.
Yeah.
Look, okay, bro. I would just say okay. I'm gonna go to break. I'll be ready to fight when I come back. Yep, you too. I'll be ready to fight when I come back from the break. He ain't cooking. Let me just say this. There was something called the Married Women's Property Acts that allowed women to own property. This is 19th century, but rarely ensured a 50-50 split of assets accumulated during the marriage. By 1983, because there was a shift in the 70s, so this is in my lifetime, and many of y'all that's listening to me, this is in our lifetime. By 1983, only 22 states had adopted policies recognizing the non-monetary contributions of homemakers, leading to more equal property division. That's 1983. Wow. Only 22 states allowed a woman to even have this conversation about equal property division.
Wow.
I'll be right back.
NOV.
All right, folks. So people brought up Mary J. Blige. And for people that are tuning in, like, what kind of show is this today? This sounds like Michelle midweek flow show from back in the day. But people brought up like how women, Sherry Shepherd is still mad about the alimony she is paying. So somebody else said my mom couldn't even have her name on a checking account or on my dad's checking account because up until like the late 60s, early 70s, women could not have accounts in their own name without their husband approving of it. I'm just telling y'all, this is in our lifetime, y'all. So the case being made about these women and these women being upset. Mary J. Blige was married between 12 and 13 years. Okay. They got divorced back in 2016. Everything got finalized in 2018. Her husband was also her manager. So it was a business relationship in addition to the marriage. So when people are talking about, how much he got paid, some of that has to be taken into consideration. He was also her manager. They did have a prenup, but the judge still awarded him $30,000 a month for a temporary period of time. And I've been trying to figure it out, like if it was like for 2 years or however long it was, that she had to pay him spousal support. Now, he was a fool. He did ask for $5,000 a month for his parents. Like, Negro, I'm not married to your parents. He asked for money for kids that he had from another relationship. Like, I'm not paying child support for kids you got from another. Like, you sound crazy, sir. So there was a lot that was off about that. But one of the things I will point out is that women typically fare worse in divorce situations when they are the high earner than men. Because a lot of times the people making the decision, the judge is a man. In child custody hearings, men typically, even though people don't believe this, at least in the white community, men typically can get their children before white women can get their children. In the black community, it's the other way around. Black women typically can get their kids before black men, unless that black man is a man of means. Money talk, everything else walk. So there is also some systemic bias against women in the divorce settlements when the woman is the primary bread earner and makes a significant amount of money. So when people are trying to make these comparisons, you got to understand there are other things at play. It's not just because you can ask for anything you want to. That doesn't mean you have to be awarded it. But if the judge sitting on the bench is a man, because I remember when I was getting my second divorce, the judge asked my soon-to-be ex-husband, did he want spousal support? Because I was making more money. And that was only because the dude had a job that he didn't work in the summer. So when we was getting divorced in the summer, he didn't technically have a job. And the judge said, do you want spousal support? And I said, he ain't getting no money from me. Not a dime. And the judge was like hitting that gavel to him out, Miss Bryant, you need to be quiet, or I'm gonna hold you in contempt. You can do whatever you want to. And I looked over at him like, Negro, you better not say you want no money from me. And he was kind of smiling like, this girl crazy. He was like, I'm good. Because he knew he had money. You just don't work in the summertime. So I'm just saying, y'all, there are other things that go on, but overwhelmingly, women are today in 2026 still systematically discriminated against or receive bias in the way they are treated, whether making assessments about what they should get in property settlements and divorce settlements or what they should pay. Let me go to the phone line. Hey, caller, what's happening?
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Oh, it's me. I've been waiting. Oh, yeah.
I am so sorry. Go ahead.
Listen, no, yeah, you be barking a long time.
Did you say barking? You see that? You see that sexist nonsense you just did?
Time arguing with you right now.
Yeah, spin it, bro. You know what? You ain't gotta have no time arguing with me.
Okay, then I'm sorry. Now, since you barking with yourself,
go, boy. What you got?
All right, I'm a boy now. Okay.
Oh, see, for real, really, really.
Look,
hey, if you can take off the sensitivity about trans man,
you want to say something?
Go, man.
Oh, grumpy butt. Because you mad this morning. Because women ain't being checked on what they be expecting. Now, look, this is what I got to say.
What?
That woman called and said she got this, got that, and she earning it. She dang well going to have a prenup. You said right on and hung up. Didn't say nothing else. I came and said the same thing, that women be evaluating themselves and be putting it that they think their value is higher than it really is. And that's what we got to fight. But now the main thing that I want to come back and say is prenup is to protect the person who has more to lose. Period.
Prenup
so anybody
that's
going against it, anybody that's
protect
going
everybody. It can be to protect everybody. If it's a well-done prenup, it protects everybody.
Right, okay, you said it 4 times. So now what I'm saying is...
Let me say it for a 5th time. It protects everybody.
The person who has more to lose is the one who draws up the prenup. Because it's a business thing to protect their assets, their money, and anything else that is made before the person that they're bringing together. Because in a marriage, as I heard y'all talking about the cows and all that, and the man make this up, the estate, and then what you have said about the woman is what they make for putting the money in. What I'm saying is now, Michelle, you come, I come. We both at the table. We both have no kids. We both have no prior life. Now, if my family or your family has an estate and my family is just minimal, now your father will make sure that me becoming to you, he's protecting his family and his assets. That's why he'll draw up the prenup, not me and not you. Because it's not for everybody. It's for the person who has more to lose economically. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm glad you felt like you made a point and you were standing on it. Yeah. But let me push back ASAP. Prenups are to protect people who don't have as much coming into a relationship as well. Because, first of all, what we understand today as the modern day prenup actually goes back more than 2,000 years. When we talk about ancient Egypt and Hebrew traditions, where they used to, and I talked about dowries and property rights before marriage, ancient, often parental-driven contracts designed to secure a woman's financial stability and establish asset distribution. And this has evolved over time from medieval Rome to what we saw in Europe to eventually what we see here in the States. So the idea of a prenup is not just about protecting the individual who has the most assets. It is also that in most cases, that woman coming into a relationship who understands I'm not equally yoked financially. I may, get divorced and have nothing. And so I've also got to protect myself. Everybody believes that a prenup is only initiated by the person with the most money. That's not always the case. I know I'm getting ready to marry Jermaine. And I already heard what he said on the radio last year. He wasn't giving me no money. Nathan. So if he marrying me, oh no, bro, we got to get some understanding. And so it's not just the person. That's who traditionally we view it as, but that's not even right historically. Those things were put in place in some great part to protect that vulnerable woman coming into that situation. Because some of these women, their husband would die, his family would retain all the wealth and property, and this woman would have nothing because you've moved out of your parents' house and you have nothing. So, we just got to get an understanding. We got some more callers. I mean, tow up my whole show today. Tow it up. But yeah, look into it and then understand, depending on, like when we talk about Mary J. Blige's situation, Your divorce settlement also depends on the state you live in. Wisconsin is a no-fault divorce state. If I go to Alabama and Jermaine cheats on me and move out the house because we hot and I'm like, and he like, I'm leaving. The minute he left that house is mine. Because you gave up your domicile. That's the way Alabama see it. And if you got caught in an affair, I get to come after you and try to get it all because you broke the vows of the marriage and tore up that situation. But the same thing can happen in Wisconsin, and Wisconsin could be like, nobody care about all that. Yeah, it's a 50-50 property state.
Yeah, because I think that this state don't honor it as a legit contract. You know, that sounds like
it is, Alabama. But they are honoring it as a contract.
No. I'm saying it is a contract, but you just explained how Alabama would come after, you know, if I walk away, if I cheat, if it belongs to me, whatever. That's because if I make a contract with you and if I void that contract, you are entitled to whatever's in that contract.
But I think that they still honor it as a contract because if they didn't, we wouldn't be making financial decisions about it. But they just view it differently that at this point, we're not going to go back. He shot John, who did what? The marriage is irretrievably broken. Assets need to be divided. This is a clean, easy way to do it and be done with it. I'm going to look for the historical background on why we are the way we are as a state. Let me take this phone call and see if I can find it real quick. Hey, caller, what's happening?
Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning.
Excuse me. Good morning. Good morning, Ms. Ryder. Good morning, man, Clark. Good morning, Milwaukee. Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak to all those participate. Rafiq Muhammad Abdullah, a.k.a. Tyrone W. Yes, all of the above.
You're about to run out of time. You better come on.
Yeah, what that would do.
Yeah. All right. Well, I want to broaden out a bit there because I know you started out with Mr. Prescott. Two things real quick. Well, you know, they both had bachelor and bachelorette parties. Well, you know, what did she have at hers? Okay, and I'll leave that there for you to, you know, rebuttal on that a little bit later, maybe tomorrow. But Keith was having a hard time with the name. The name of the movie was Killers of the Flower Moon, the Osage Tribe. If not Tulsa, Oklahoma, pretty close to some part of Oklahoma down there, pretty close to Tulsa anyway. You know, Black Wall Street and all that. But yeah, how does it? You know, we talked about the estate, the farm, and all that. You know, Meach touched on that. Then the other brother, you know, estates and stuff like that. The prenup. So help me understand. Well, you know, the Osage tribe got the oil money. Okay, so it seems to me like the Caucasian European Anglo-Saxon married the Osage sister for the oil money, murdered her. You know, I mean,
right?
Yeah, murdered her. You know, look at the movie.
Yeah, no, I saw it. They married him for money.
Right, but now, okay, so the tribe, that money should go back to the tribe, not the, you know. So I'm struggling here. You know, why did the European fella get the money instead of it going back to the tribe as opposed to, and why didn't the tribal court step in and say, well, no, that money goes back to the tribe. You don't get that, man. So I hang up and listen because I know you're up against the clock, but thank you.
All right, no problem. So just so we are clear, tribal courts generally do not trump U.S. federal courts. And so if these are laws that are established under federal law, even though tribal nations operate as sovereign entities, there are times when it just is not the case. Let me also say this. Wisconsin became a no-fault divorce state in 1978 under the Uniform Marriage and Divorce Act. They said that it was done to reduce conflict, eliminate the need for, and focus on, you know, the irretrievable breakdown of the marriage. So all that, like I said, he said, she said, blah, blah, blah. Wisconsin did away with that. But this is recent. Again, in our lifetime, the law changed in 1978. We got one more caller I want to get in before we get out of here. Hey, caller, what's happening?
Thank you for taking my call, Michelle. You really lit a fire today. Really.
It has been interesting.
Just listening to the callers that call in, it sounds like a lot of people called in with these convoluted arguments and driven by emotion and so forth. But of course, here in Wisconsin, we live in a marital property state, which speaks for itself. But on this whole subject of prenuptial agreements, I would say that if one party is bringing more assets to the marriage than the other, there's nothing wrong with protecting those assets. But at a time when couples are sort of have this pie in the sky and everybody's in love and starry-eyed, it's important for couples to sit down and have a frank and honest discussion about finance. And it's nothing wrong with, let's say, for example, a man comes to the marriage and he has greater assets. Why wouldn't you want your wife to have a life after the marriage if something unforeseen happens? Why would you want her to be destitute? Why would you want her to be struggling if the marriage comes to an end, which can happen from time to time? These things happen. Why wouldn't you want the person that you love and are in love with at that time, if something were to go wrong in the marriage, that as you separate, that the other party, can live with dignity?
I can answer that for you, brother.
Okay, go right ahead.
First of all, if the marriage is over, I don't care how you live.
See,
when the marriage is over. No.
I'm not talking. I'm not talking about when the marriage is over. I'm talking about before you get married.
Oh, okay,
sit down and when you're both caring great. Excuse me. If you're both caring a great deal about each other, you're in love with each other. You care about the well-being of one another. That's the time to have those kinds of discussions.
Yeah, when everybody's rational, emotional.
Right, when everybody's and that's the time to have those kinds of discussions and say, look, let's be honest about what can happen in life. If something happens where we don't make it, I don't want you to be destitute. I don't want you to be struggling. I want you to be, that's the time to do that.
Listen, I don't care what you do if you leave me. Goodbye. Holla, kick rocks, bust your toe. I don't care nothing about that. We not together. So that's not my responsibility.
And so, but that's you.
Well, what I'm saying, Mr. Rideout, is this. What I'm saying is this: when you first meet this woman, you are in love with her.
Yeah.
You care about her.
Yeah.
You're concerned about her well-being.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of those emotions are in play.
Yes, sir.
Why wouldn't you want, if in the event something unforeseen happens, why wouldn't you want her to live decently and respectably, even if something were to happen? And let me just add this point. Let's say you're the one that causes the demise of the marriage. Let's say you have an affair. Let's say you have a child outside the marriage.
Right.
Let's say you're the cause of, it's possible, it's quite possible that you could be the person that caused the demise of the marriage.
And that's true.
And so why not, at the begining, at the onset of the relationship, get these things set straight now?
Well, you see,
wait, no, because we're up against the clock. It's 8:54. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Was a good. No, I appreciate his comments. Thank you, bro, for the call. I appreciate it.
Okay, for sure. Have a great day.
Yes, and I will say this, and it's everybody got to figure out their way.
Yeah.
But I know for me, just because we're not together, and I don't care how we ended, if I cared about somebody enough to marry them, when that marriage dissolves, I don't want harm to come your way.
See, but
I don't want you to be out
like
here
at the end that it falls apart and people fall out of love.
But that's why, like I said, I like what he said on the front end. I'm thinking about this before those kinds of hurt and emotions and feelings come to play.
Right.
But just the person that I am in general,
right.
We because people have affairs, people cheat, people fall out of love. Life happens.
And that's why I say
I don't want you out here struggling and hurt and harmed because we didn't make it. And that's not for everybody. I'm the first to concede. Everybody don't think that way. But I know I'm that way.
See, but I mean, I don't want hurt and harm to come to you. However, I'm not concerned about how your bills has been paid after you left.
Well, again, I'm not necessarily saying I fully am concerned about your fully about your bills, but I just know that I just want people to be okay. And so, you ain't got to live like I'm living.
Yeah.
But it's a hard conversation. I think that, and I just want to say this, because this is the one thing that has been a constant theme. And I want to, for people that are listening, it is okay for the person who has the least in that relationship to ask for a prenup.
Yeah.
because they need to protect their interests too,
Well, what are they
whatever that
protecting?
is. So between the time period that we're married, whatever is accumulated, that we agreed that I will be entitled to X percentage of what was accumulated during the window that we was married. People don't think about folks making that kind of request, but that kind of request can and should be made if you think you in a situation that goes south. Sorry, Jermaine.
Shell, if you ain't got none, I'm not taking you for your socks.
And we've already argued about if you ain't got nothing. We've already argued about that. It's so sad that today in 2026, people do not understand what the value of uncompensated work and time is in a marriage and a relationship. Uncompensated, the stuff we take for granted, that as I said earlier, if she wasn't there or he wasn't there, you'd have to pay somebody to do everything that they are doing. And what does that bill look like? And again, if you lose your wife, spouse in a car accident, you going after that person, and all of a sudden now we can figure out a monetary figure for that loss of life. So I gotta go. Michelle Bryant, WNOV, 860 AM, 106.5 FM. Thank you to everybody who made the show go. We'll get back to politics tomorrow, but Jermaine messed up the show today. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.